Two deaths linked with cannabis use and violent incidents reported in recent days by Thai police. Evidence in both cases speaks to the perpetrators experiencing a hallucinatory state and not being able to take responsibility for their actions. In the first incident, in Nong Bua Lamphu, police sought a toxicology report from an autopsy on a 14-year-old boy addicted to marijuana who had just attacked his grandfather with a cleaver before hanging himself from a tree. Two people have died in Thai provinces in recent days in violent incidents linked to marijuana use. One of the cases, on Monday night, involved a 36-year-old man in a state of hallucination who attacked a neighbor in Krabi, killing the man with a machete. The man admitted to police he had taken methamphetamine pills and smoked marijuana while on Sunday night, in Nong Bua Lamphu, a 14-year-old boy, reportedly addicted to cannabis, committed suicide after attacking his grandfather. Police later found a marijuana bong discarded on his bed in a hut near the house. Krabi police on Monday night arrested a 36-year-old identified as Mr. Bless Thongton, who appeared to be hallucinating and told them that God had instructed him to murder a 32-year-old local neighbor and durian farmer. The suspect told police that he had been smoking marijuana but had also taken 2 methamphetamine tablets. The scale of Thailand's drug epidemic and perhaps an insight into the public's concerns over the free availability of marijuana in the kingdom can be seen from 2 violent incidents in the past 2 days involving a 14-year-old in Nong Bua Lamphu and a 36-year-old perpetrator in Krabi. In the former case, a 14-year-old boy, reportedly high on marijuana or cannabis, attacked his elderly grandfather with a cleaver, cutting him several times in the neck and face area before running out of the home and committing suicide by hanging himself from a nearby tree. Marijuana bong found in a hut used by the teenager behind his grandparents' house and alien drawings. Investigating police later found a bamboo marijuana bong in a hut at the rear of the home which he had been using before the confrontation with his grandfather. The second incident took place in Krabi province on Monday evening last. The 36-year-old man identified as Mr. Bless Thongton, reportedly suffering from hallucinations and speaking with the Lord, also used a machete to attack 32-year-old Mr. Pradat Sakhu, the owner of a durian orchard, slashing his throat several times and leaving his victim dead. Police in Krabi said that the accused man had been using methamphetamine mixed with marijuana to bring on his visions. He told police that God had instructed him to kill the younger man who otherwise would eat his son. Prisoner in Krabi murder, taken to the local police station, complained about cell conditions. Police halted his interrogation due to his state of mind. Mr. Bless was taken to Kalpanom police station where he was charged with the murder of his neighbor. Police reported that while the man did not appear to be stressed, he complained about the condition of his cell at the police station and refused to acknowledge their questioning. A decision was taken by officers at the station to discontinue his interrogation until after the effects of the drug cocktail had cleared. Station police and investigators also had to deal with raised feelings in the district over the outrage among local people and the extended family of Mr. Pradat, the murder victim. The accused man insisted that he had only been acting as part of his devotion to God. He admitted to consuming both marijuana and 2 methamphetamine tablets. Police responding to Nong Bua Lamphu violent incident on Sunday morning witnessed a tragic sight. The incident in Nong Bua Lamphu saw police arrive at the scene on Sunday morning last at 5:30 a.m. where the injured grandfather, although losing blood and having escaped from his attacker, raised the alarm by calling the 1669 emergency services number which was passed to Nong Bua Lamphu police station. Local police under the superintendent of moving Nong Bua Lamphu police station, Colonel Kiataifum Suwantrai responded to the distress call. After discovering the elderly man's condition was not life-threatening, police quickly discovered the young teenage perpetrator hanging from a tree with his smartphone and sandals at his feet. He was wearing a t-shirt and pants. His body was removed to the local hospital as police collected evidence at the home including a bloodied cleaver knife and another knife in the kitchen area of the home in the heart of Nong Bua Lamphu in upper northeastern Thailand. Wife of the boy's grandfather who was attacked by the boy said she awoke to hear her husband screaming and the 14-year-old attacking him with a cleaver. The victim who survived the incident was identified as Mr. Sangthon Thao. Mrs. Tim Thon Thao, the man's wife, said she awoke after 4 a.m. on Sunday morning after hearing her husband crying for help. She turned around and saw her 14-year-old grandson slash his grandfather several times. Her husband ran from the home and sitting on the front lawn outside, called the emergency services to take him to hospital. The couple at length discovered their grandson hanging from the tree. He was dead. Police investigating the case at the residence found a number of marijuana plants around the house and in a hut area, found gaming equipment and a marijuana bong with graffiti painted on the wall of an alien-type creature. The bong was found on a mattress lying nearby on the floor. Police seek toxicology report on the body. Colonel Kiatfum told reporters that the boy's body will be the subject of an autopsy at the local hospital and that police will want to know what substances were detected in his bloodstream. They were informed by his grandparents that the teenager was already addicted to marijuana. They told officers that they were aware he used the substance with a bong at the hut behind the main house. The grandparent explained to police that they loved their grandchildren and had allowed them a certain freedom in the house precincts. However, they did not associate with others outside the home.